8 toxic habits that are killing your motivation. Motivation is all about balance. In order to stay motivated, you need to develop discipline and a responsibility to take care of both your mind, body, and spirit equally. These toxic habits can lead to imbalance and overwhelm. Here are 8 toxic habits that are killing your motivation. All of us know how it feels to be completely unmotivated. Feeling like we are taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back repeatedly. And to be quite honest, it isn't a good place to be, and it adds unnecessary delays and detours when it comes to achieving your dreams. Let's begin with a very common one, something I and a lot of people are guilty of. But before we get to it, don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button. Number 8, comparing yourself to others. While there is no harm in admiring another person for who they are, constantly comparing yourself to others will lead you to lose motivation and lower your self-confidence. This doesn't just apply to success. It could also be about physical appearance, possessions, or occupations. Here's the truth. What makes each of us so special and unique is the fact that no one in the world is exactly like us. Instead of comparing yourself to your colleagues, family members, or friends, why don't you start making a new habit of comparing yourself to who you were yesterday? If you are better than who you were yesterday, you will just keep getting better at what you do. And this will not only hone your skills, it will keep you extremely motivated on the daily as well. Number 7, too many goals all at once. Some of us are born with the gift of being a natural multitasker. In some busy and high-pressure work situations, this skill does come in handy. But when planning your life, it is very, very important to focus on one goal at a time. There's nothing wrong with wanting a lot of good things for yourself, but do it one by one, and start with the biggest goal first. You could not be a good candidate for that promotion you've been eyeing for years if you have a lot of other things going on the sidelines, like starting a small business or having your first child. If you have the option, go for that promotion first. Once you do, new windows of opportunity will open up and you will actually have more time and space in your life to accomplish another goal. Here's why. Giving 100% of yourself to a goal significantly increases your motivation, which can make you more disciplined, headstrong, and a whole lot more productive. You will be sure to accomplish what you want in a shorter amount of time and with effortless ease. On the other hand, if you split your time, skills, talents, and resources into, let's say, 2 to 3 goals at a time, you'll only be giving 50% or less of yourself, not to mention the pressure that comes with it. Aside from spreading yourself too thin and achieving your subpar results, you may even take for granted your time for rest and recreation. Which brings us to our next toxic habit. Number 6, all work and no play. All work and no play will not only make you lose your motivation, it will drain you physically, mentally, and emotionally. You can work hard and not skimp on those 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Set aside at least 15 minutes in a day for yourself, where you can sit in silence, read a book, or perhaps sneak in a quick workout. Take proper lunch breaks at work as well. That involves more than espresso shots and a quick bite to eat. If you are not healthy and well rested, you will be less likely to find that much needed motivation. Designating a time for rest and a time for recreation is just as important as working hard. Keep watching because the next habit on our list is one that is very important. Number 5, not knowing when to say no. Saying yes when you actually mean no is another toxic trait proven to kill motivation. It will not serve you well in most cases. Of course, there are times when you can shine and pull through for others, but not at the expense of your own peace. For example, you may be pressured to work overtime on the weekend for a big meeting on Monday. You don't have to take it, and as it is, you've spent the last week preparing for it with some sleepless nights, Chinese takeout, and a lot of overtime work. You know you need rest. But in efforts to please your boss, you say yes, work overtime over the weekend, and you end up getting sick, which leads you to skip the actual meeting on Monday. Saying no is a gift to yourself and a gift to the other person as well, because you are giving them an opportunity to find better solutions for their problems. Take control of your life and don't be afraid to say no to something that doesn't serve you. Not being able to say no is also a sign of people pleasing, which also leads you to lose motivation. And we're on to the second half of this list. We post this kind of content daily, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Number 4, pursuing perfection. Waiting for the right time or the right circumstances will kill your motivation and leave you in the same place for your entire life, with no growth or experience points to carry with you unless you stop making excuses for yourself and do something about it. Go for that job. Ask that person out. Move to another city if you feel stuck. Sure, you may experience a lot of delays, hiccups, and even failures, but that is not how you learn. That is how you grow. Waiting for perfect timing situations only takes you a step back. And before you know it, you've missed your chance. And to be completely real with you, perfect situations do not exist, but it can feel just the same as perfect to go for your goals head on, with gratitude, acceptance, and willingness to learn. Not to mention motivation, a lot of it. Number 3, you don't believe in yourself. We have the power to build our lives by our choices. This is done through hard work, perseverance, and the willingness to learn something new, regardless of the consequences. The most important trick of all is believing you can. If you have trouble with self-confidence, here's a tip. Do one thing a day that you never believed you could do. It's as simple as poaching an egg, or getting through an hour-long run, or being able to meet a work-related deadline that may seem impossible to achieve. Know you can, and don't stop doing what you have to do until you're able to do exactly what you need to do. Negative thinking is a selfish and destructive habit. Besides, if you don't believe in you, who will? Number 2, frequent procrastination. Mindset is everything. If you are prone to procrastination, don't beat yourself up. Instead, focus on what you can do to say goodbye to this toxic habit for good. Although not specific to, procrastination is especially common for people who work from home. How do you find a solution for this? Create a daily routine. If you set aside a certain time slot for these tasks, as well as all your other tasks, you will be more likely to stick with it. It takes 21 days to build a habit. Breeze through those 21 days with a set schedule like the professional you are, and the habit will most likely stick. Ready for the final toxic habit that will kill your motivation? Boy, you're gonna love this one. We'll get to it in just a second, but first, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post quality content daily. Number 1, waiting for motivation to come to you. I probably should have said this from the beginning, but I feel it's best to leave this piece of advice for last. The fact is, motivation won't always be there. There are days when you feel more unmotivated to work, exercise, or just get through your day-to-day task. There are also a lot of factors for this, including physical, mental, and situational factors. But you know what does not leave when motivation is out the door? Discipline and perseverance. If motivation keeps on failing you time and time again, it's about time to show it who's boss by taking over your life and avoiding toxic habits. What other habits have killed your motivation? Let us know in the comments section. We are Curious on Command signing off. See you next time, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.